Hello students, let's we start our further topic in P block element group 50. I first write the name of all the members present in this group: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. So student, as we have discussed earlier in the previous video about their general characteristic like atomic radius, we have already discussed about the atomic radius of the following members present in group 15, and we have already discussed the allotropes of members of this group, all show the allotropy except nitrogen and bismuth. So let's discuss about the allotropes, because we have already discussed about the atomic radius and isotopes, not about the allotropes. So students, all have isotopes, or sorry, we have discussed about the allotropes. All shows allotropy, not all have. All the members shows allotropy except nitrogen and bismuth. Except nitrogen and bismuth. What do you mean by the term allotropy? The existence of element in more than one form, but their physical properties are different, and the chemical properties are same. So this is the meaning of allotropes. For example, carbon, their allotropes are diamond, graphite and fullerenes. So all have same chemical property, but they all have different physical property. So existence of, like phosphorus exists in the nature in 5 forms: black phosphorus, violet phosphorus, white phosphorus, scarlet phosphorus, red phosphorus. So they all are the drops of phosphorus. Next, we discuss about the electronegativity. Electronegativity character of group 15 member. So what do you mean by the term electronegativity? As we have discussed in previous classes, electronegativity means tendency of an atom to attract the shared paired electron towards itself. Suppose this is the A and B, two elements, two atoms combined by sharing electrons to form molecules. If B has greater tendency to pull electron towards itself, so in that means B is more electronegative in nature, and the electronegativity depends on the size of atom and the valence electron. More number of valence electron, more electronegative will be the atom, and smaller the size of non-metal, more electronegative in the nature. So first priority given to the valence electron, and second priority will be given to the size of atom. Means suppose these all of have same valence electron, so how can we decide which one will be more electronegative? So it depends on the size of atom. So nitrogen is the smaller in size, because we know that when we move top to bottom, the size of atom increases. In that condition, nitrogen has greater electronegative character comparison to other member. So what happens? Electronegativity. So what is the relation between electronegativity? Electronegativity is inversely proportional to the size of atom. If size of atom increases, electronegativity decreases. If size of atom decreases, electronegativity increases. So in that condition, nitrogen is maximum electronegative in nature, and its electronegativity is 3.0. Like phosphorus, their electronegativity 2.18, arsenic 2.1, antimony 2.0, and bismuth 1.9. So here we can easily find out the name of the atom which is more electronegative in nature. So when we move top to bottom, the electronegative character decreases. So if we talk about in a period or group, if we move top to bottom, the electronegative character decreases. But when we move left to right in a period, as we know, when we move left to right in a period, size of atom decreases, so electronegative character increases. In that condition, we can easily find out the electronegative nature of atom. Now next, ionization enthalpy. Next general characteristic of group 15 is ionization enthalpy. Number 4, ionization enthalpy. Student, we know that ionization enthalpy means amount or minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from a gaseous isolated atom. That is called the ionization enthalpy. So what will be the trend of ionization enthalpy in case of group 15? What happens? So general characteristic is when we move left to right in a period, size of atom decreases, so ionization enthalpy increases. When we move top to bottom in a group, the size of atom increases, so that ionization enthalpy decreases. So ionization enthalpy of general trend is this. So when we move left to right in a period, so we know that in nitrogen the general configuration is NH2 NP3. So in here we see that nitrogen in the p orbital have 3 electrons, means it has extra stability. So in that condition, when we try to remove electron from this extra stable p orbital, so we have to supply much more energy has to be supplied to remove electron in comparison to group 16 or group 14. So suppose this is group 15 and 15 here is nitrogen and group 16 here is oxygen, and their outermost configuration 2p3 and their outermost configuration is 2p4. So when we try to remove electron from this p orbital or this p orbital, which one will be required more energy? Obviously this is the symmetrical configuration, this is the half filled, and we know that half filled or full filled orbitals have more stability. So in that condition, when we try to remove one electron from them, so lot of energy should be or given to this the nitrogen atom in comparison to group 16. So when we move left to right in a period, ionization enthalpy increases. So in that condition, group 15 elements of ionization enthalpy must be less than that of group 16. But here we can say that group 16's element or atom has less ionization enthalpy than that of group 15 members due to half-filled stable configuration. So this is the trend or this is the anomalous condition obtained when we talk about the ionization enthalpy. So when we move left to right in a period, ionization enthalpy increases. In that condition, group 16 ionization enthalpy much more than the 15, but it is not found in 15 group have half-filled stable configuration, so it has more energy required to remove electron in comparison to 16. We can say that ionization enthalpy of group 15 is more than group 16. Next topic is when group decreases due to half-filled configuration, half-filled or extra stability. The group 15 elements have higher inertial enthalpy than the group 16. Next, melting point and boiling point. Melting point and boiling point of group 15 elements. Melting point first increases from nitrogen to arsenic. First increases nitrogen to arsenic and then decreases to antimony and bismuth. So we write here melting point first increases where from nitrogen to arsenic. Nitrogen to arsenic, then decreases to antimony and bismuth. What about the boiling point? So boiling point depends on the molecular mass and melting point depends on the packing efficiency of atom. So boiling point increases regularly because as we move top to bottom, the size of atom increases, molecular mass increases because van der Waals force of attraction increases. So boiling point depends on the molar mass. So this trend is completely we observe regularly increases regularly from nitrogen to bismuth. Nitrogen to bismuth. The melting point increases down the group from nitrogen to phosphorus as due to increase in the atomic size. Antimony and bismuth, the unexpected decrease in the melting point because of their leading to form 3 covalent bond due to inert pair effect. Student, try to understand two terms completely or thoroughly, which is inert pair effect and shielding effect. Number of times I am explaining it, so try to understand. These two factors on which all the properties of atoms depends. So nitrogen to arsenic, nitrogen phosphorus arsenic, it first increases from nitrogen to arsenic, then decreases antimony to bismuth. What is the reason behind it? So melting point decreases. So students, it is called inert pair effect. As we know, when we move, this is from second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period and sixth period. From third period or fourth period, sixth period, we know that orbitals of d electrons enters. Electrons enters in d orbital. So suppose this is the ns2 and np, 3 electron here. ns2, 2 pairs of electron. So inner shell electron, if inner shell electrons, the d electrons, we know that the size of d orbital is so large. So electrons in d orbital not sufficiently, not effectively block the or shield the effective nuclear charge fall on the outermost electron. So in that condition, their work is to shield the effective nuclear charge. But when d electrons, the shielding effect is poor. Poor shielding effect means this electron not sufficiently, not effectively shield the effective nuclear charge. In that condition, effective nuclear charge fall onto the outermost electron. In that condition, this pair of electron, which is strongly pulled by the nucleus due to poor shielding effect of d electrons or f electrons in antimony or bismuth. So this pair of electron do not participate in the bond formation. Also, this is so it is better to bismuth to form 3 covalent bond rather than 5 covalent bond. So Due to inert pair effect, antimony and base may form trivalent compound instead of pentavalent compound due to inert pair effect, because the attraction among their atoms lowering the melting point. Students, try to understand and read carefully in your NCERT book. This is already given in your NCERT book very clearly. If any problem, please ask to me. I am proceeding another property. Next, the nature of bonding, chemical property. Chemical properties. Nature of bonding. Number 1. The members of this group easily form compound by electron transfer with other members. Due to high electronegativity in nature and very small size, has the maximum tendency to form nitride ion. By electron transfer, because members of this group, especially we talk about the first member of this group, nitrogen, is very small in size and high electronegative in nature. It is small in size and high electronegative nature. So it has greater tendency to form nitride ion. So it can easily form the compound with magnesium, means metal, or type of bond is ionic, magnesium nitride, calcium nitride, so on. So on. Electron accepting tendency decreases down the group, because as the size of atom increases, the electron accepting tendency decreases down the group, because size of atom increases, so electron accepting tendency decreases. So first condition, nature of bonding, the members of this group have tendency, especially for nitrogen, we talk about the nitrogen, the first member of this group, so it can form the compound by transferring electron with the metal. And other members prefer to form, calcium phosphide also forms, magnesium phosphide, calcium phosphide. So these two members can form the compound by phosphide ion is also formed. By other members form along with nitrogen by sharing of electrons. By sharing of electrons. By sharing electrons, they can form large number of compound. With hydrogen, it can form nitrogen hydride, phosphorus hydride, phosphorus trichloride, so on. It can form homoatomic molecules also, like it can form homoatomic molecules. Homoatomic molecules like nitrogen, phosphorus, so on. Next property is the covalency, maximum covalency. Maximum covalency. Students, nitrogen can show maximum covalency of 4. Nitrogen can show maximum covalency is 4. Example, NH4Cl. And 4 valency when nitrogen donate their electron pair to the chloride ion. And other member can show maximum 5, both the electrons involved in the formation of bond. And other members can show maximum 5 covalency due to vacant d orbital. So it can easily extend their covalency. For example, PCl 5, ASCl 5, so on. It can extend their covalency. Apart from this, the d orbital can involve in the multiple bonding by side-wise overlapping. Nitrogen can form triple bond 1 sigma and 2 pi, sigma 1 and pi 2 by the side-wise overlapping. Other members can't form the triple bond because as we move top to bottom, the size of atom increases, so side-wise overlapping does not possible. They form single covalent bond. But here the size of nitrogen is very small, so here p pi side-wise overlapping takes place. But other member can form the d pi bond about the other members. Can form multiple bonding by side-wise overlapping, means d pi and p pi bond to form compound. Both phosphorus and arsenic can also form p pi and d pi, means phosphorus and arsenic both can form d pi and d pi. Both have d orbitals, empty d orbital, vacant d orbital, so both can form the compound by side-wise overlapping between d pi and d pi bond with some transition metal, d pi with some transition metal. So then transition metal means d block element. Transition metals like suppose we have P C2H5 3. This type of compound can form by the d pi overlapping. Next we discuss oxidation state. Next is the oxidation state. all the members have tendency to show variable oxidation state, +2 or +3, +2 and +3, sorry, +5, not +3, +2 or both +5. All the members have tendency to form variable oxidation state in their compound, but the stability of +3 oxidation increases, that of 5 oxidation state decreases. Suppose here is the +3 and +5. Tendency to form +5 oxidation state, +5 oxidation state decreases, and +3 oxidation state increases. +3 oxidation state increases. Why? As the size of atom increases due to inert pair effect, because here the entry of f orbital or d orbital electrons takes place. So poor shielding effect, due to poor shielding effect, effective nuclear charge increases and their s electron is not available for the bond formation. In that condition they easily form the compound with this +3 oxidation state. So this is the reason as we move top to down in the group, the lower oxidation state becomes more stable and higher oxidation state becomes less stable. So upper elements like nitrogen and phosphorus can form, nitrogen can show only +3 oxidation state because it has no d orbital, so it cannot extend their covalency plus it cannot show +5. But in case of phosphorus it can form +3 and +5, both oxidation states shown by the phosphorus. Nitrogen cannot form pentavalent compound because nitrogen has unavailability of d orbital. It cannot exceed their covalency due to absence of d orbital. But other members can extend their covalency. They show maximum of 5 valence electron and form bond because they all have, except nitrogen, all have vacant d orbital. So they can extend their covalency and show both the oxidation state +3 and +5. So down the group, when we move down the group, if bismuth form +5 oxidation state in the compound, but it will be unstable due to inert pair effect or poor shielding effect. Bismuth gain stability in compound only in the +3 oxidation state. So student, +5 or +3 oxidation state show by this compound, this group 15 members, but the lower oxidation state becomes more stable, lower oxidation state more stable down the group. Simply learn and remember it due to poor shielding effect. So when we move top to bottom in a group, the lower oxidation state becomes more stable instead of higher oxidation state. So what is the reason behind it? Due to inert pair effect, bismuth antimony makes stable only in the +3 oxidation state. Bismuth, due to very large nuclear charge, inert pair effect is maximum. So BCl3 can exist, not BCl5. Suppose if two compound form BCl3 and BCl5, but stability of BCl5 will be not due to high inert pair effect or large nuclear charge. Obviously poor shielding effect, large nuclear charge, so it cannot in a position to form both the bond with both the electron, means s electron or p electron. S electron strongly pull towards the nucleus because high nuclear charge, effective nuclear charge maximum fall on the s electron. So in that condition s electron do not participate in the bond formation. So only in the stability of +3 oxidation. This is the point where the reasoning questions can arises or form. So students, Oxidation state, once I am again explaining, group 15 show two oxidation state, plus 2 and plus plus 3, plus 3 and plus 5, plus 2 and 3, NH2 and P3. So this group show plus 3 and plus 5, not 2, plus 3 and plus 5, plus 3 or if both electron involved to plus 5, sorry, not 2 here, here will be plus 3. So this member of the group, nitrogen group, and it is group 15, show 2 oxidation state, plus 3 and plus 5. If only p electron involved, in that condition plus 3 oxidation state. When both the electron involved in the bond formation means electrons of S as well as electrons of p orbital. In that condition, covalency or oxidation state of group 15 will be 5. But as we move top to bottom in a group, specifically in this group, so we found that the lower oxygen state becomes more stable and higher oxygen state becomes less stable. Why? Because of inert pair effect. Inert pair effect is more pronounced and more effectively seen in a case of bismuth because it has high nuclear charge, and the d electrons or f electrons do not properly shield the effective nuclear charge. In that condition, S electron experience maximum effective nuclear charge, maximum attractive force by the nucleus, and not in a position to form the bond with bond. So only p electrons are available to make the bond. So remember it, never forget it, the oxidation state of different. Nitrogen show large number of oxidation state. Nitrogen show large number of oxidation state in a compound. Suppose in NH3 show plus 3, lithium nitride we show minus 3, in nitrous oxide we show plus 1, in hydrogen NH2 we show minus 2, in ammonium hydroxide NH2OH we show minus 1 oxidation state, in nitrogen molecule it shows 0 oxidation state, in NO it show plus 2 oxidation state, in N2O3 because due to odd electron condition the amylides to form N2O3 or N2O5 form. So in this way we can see here nitrogen, the first member of this group, show large number of oxidation state. In fact, students, more concentration given in each group about the first member, because first member of each group means 15, 16, 17, 18 first members of every group have anomalous character. So pay more attention on the characteristic of the first member. What is the extra or anomalous behavior than the other member. So next class we will discuss further more characteristic about this group.